Absolute Radio is where you can hear Prince, Mumford and Sons,
I will wait for you,
and The Killers.
Can you read my mind?
Absolute Radio,
where real music matters.
Absolute Radio is the home of rock and roll football. Barclays Premier League football commentary every Saturday afternoon.
Continue your adventure in Dublin. For great offers on breaks during Dublin Festival season, visit discoverireland.com.
Can this show get any worse?
Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
I have a letter here. I have in my hand a piece of paper from Stephen Leroy Cook. I've not opened it yet. It was sent recorded deliverily. I think he's given me deliverly. We'll start the show again after this. It's Fleetwood Mac, isn't it? We'll get there in the end. Hello, dear listener, Iain Lee, Absolute Radio. Is Mark Crosley on before us, was it?
He wasn't.
I can't say I was listening, not because I've gone off him. I have a little bit, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
The honeymoon period is over. He needs to work now. I liked him before because he was a nice lad and he was new. That's finished. That everyone's got like 6 months grace, right? Yeah. That's finished now. Now, if he wants my attention and my affection, he's got to work for it.
In what sort of way?
Sexually.
Cool.
But I was looking at some excellent clips on YouTube for the next clip, John. Some fantastic clips. Anyway, listen, do we have the ability to scan things here? If I was to print something, could I scan it? Come on. Mark.
Yeah, I'll give it a go.
What do you mean give it a go? Do we have a scanner is what I'm asking.
Oh, yeah, I thought you meant like for devices. Well, it's a packet.
What the hell does that mean?
How can you scan that?
I'm not talking about this. I'm just holding this by coincidence.
Oh, sorry.
Ignore the thing that's in my hand and listen to the words.
Sorry.
If I was to print something off, could we scan it?
I can scan something for you, yeah.
Sweet. All I need to do is print something off, sign it, scan it.
Yeah.
2 days' time, I get the new Batman game.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Am I allowed to say that I'm... Oh, no, I've just said that. I don't get the new Batman game. Balls. That was one of the things I was signing, saying I wouldn't say I was getting the new Bat... Oh, well. Never mind.
They might not be listening.
Quick, dump it. I'm going to dump that. Hang on. Oh, I don't think we dumped the right bit. Oh,
no.
Nuts. Well, we'll try it anyway. We'll see what happens. The new Batman game. There's a lot of... I'm getting into my video games at the moment.
Yeah.
Again, there are a lot of good ones coming out. I've just... Rage, I've got.
Yeah, that looks good.
That looks good.
Is it good?
Well...
Oh, yeah,
yes.
okay.
Well, no, the thing is, I've not played it yet because my house is being rebuilt.
Yeah.
My Xbox and TV are inaccessible. But I'm going to try and make a point of Thursday night, when the show's finished, I'm going to come back and have a little play around with it. Got that, FIFA 12 I'm being sent, Batman...
You're not a football fan, really?
I hate football, but I like playing FIFA.
Oh, I was going to say, if you don't like playing FIFA...
You can buy it off me for
really?
£70.
Ah.
Yeah? No? Yeah? No?
Yeah.
Well, there's some other good games coming out. There's a new Call of Duty. Skyrim is coming out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting that. So, I'm into my video games. After a slightly fallow period, I'm like, yes, I'm having some... Oh! Hang on a minute. Stop everything. Jim!
Hello there.
It's Jim the Dancer. Jim, I sent you an email a few weeks ago. Did you not get it?
No, I didn't get it, no.
Oh, I was going to come round with a huge film crew and film you for something.
Oh, sorry. What happened is that bloke in the shop does it for me. I ain't got a computer, you see.
Oh, OK.
So I'm not really that
Jim,
intelligent.
Jim, no, you're listen, what I'm going to do is, if you don't mind, I'm going to jot down your phone number and I'm going to give you a call in a few days. Is that all right?
Yeah, OK. Can I tell you something?
Of course you can, fella.
Yeah, I've done a couple of good videos for you.
Oh, yeah, and for those who don't know, and Mark, are you aware of Jim the Dancer?
Big fan.
For those who don't know, Jim has dedicated his life to filming him dancing, quite often topless, to a variety of different genres of music and posting them on YouTube. If you look for Jim the Dancer 4 on YouTube, you will find them. You will be...
Oh, sorry about that. It's my cat. Going on.
What the bloody are you doing?
Sorry.
Are you having sex with a cat while you're talking to me? We should be so lucky, you know. Go and look at them on YouTube. You will not be disappointed. In fact, I'm going to post some of them on the Facebook page now. What ones have you done now, Jim?
Yeah, I've done 2 great ones for you for Halloween. It's a Psycho Killer.
Talking heads.
Yeah, with a sword in my hand and Psycho written on me.
He's got a sword in his hand and the word psycho written on him. You don't need... Jim, trust me, you don't need to write the word psycho on you for it to be terrifying. So that really is above and beyond. Well done. And what else?
Yeah. I've done Thriller for Michael Jackson.
Beautiful.
With the word Thriller on.
Beautiful.
People have been asking for that.
Yeah, of course they have. People have been asking that for a long time. And you do what the... Do you take requests? If people, get in touch with you on the YouTube page, will you do requests for them?
They've done a couple of requests, but I haven't really put it out. But if anybody's got any ideas for nice requests for the tune of their life they like,
the tune of their life,
be happily to do it for them.
He'd be happily to do it for them. Jim, can I ask you, did you know when you played Set the Agenda, my variety night, did you enjoy it?
Oh, fantastic, yes, fantastic.
Can I just say, and you don't have to answer now because I know I'm putting you on the spot, on Sunday, December the 4th, right, we're doing another Set the Agenda, and we're picking the best acts of the year.
Yes.
I was wondering if you'd come down and do a little dance for us.
When would that be? Sorry.
It's Sunday... Listen, he's thinking, how can I get out of this? Listen, it's Sunday, December the 4th. Don't answer now. I'll send you an email. If you fancy it, we'll have the same little deal we had before, and it will be a pleasure to have you down. If you don't fancy it, you can come down for a drink anyway if you want.
OK, well, I'll contact you on the email, yeah?
You contact me on the email, and I'll send you some more dates for some filming and stuff. All right, we'll post those new videos up on the Facebook page.
Yeah, I'm sorry I wasn't on the internet because I haven't got a computer of my own and
Listen,
I don't really know how to work it.
Wait, whoa, don't you apologise for being off the grid. I in many ways, as I get older, Jim, I respect people like you, not for the dancing, but for the being off of the internet. I wish I could do it.
Yeah, I just can't get the hang of it. I go in the shop and I just can't get control of it.
So do you just sit there, kind of trying to do stuff and nothing happens?
Well, I can get the Jim the Dancer 4 up and that and just click onto the different videos and then I can't do nothing else. Too complicated.
It is complicated and it is tricky. Well, Jim, listen, always a pleasure to talk to you, mate.
Yeah, and you're in.
And are you well, and is Dennis well?
Yes, everything's okay, yes.
Beautiful. Take care, fella. Give us an email and we'll speak soon.
OK, I hope you like the videos, by the way.
I know I'm going to love them already.
Thanks, Ian.
See you later, Fed. Take care. Ta-ta.
All the best. Bye.
I will post those, facebook.com/Iain Lee Show. We'll put those up at some point during the show. Jim the Dancer is a flipping legend. Love him. I'm going to try and get him to come down December the 6th at Set the Agenda.
He didn't seem overly keen.
He didn't seem overly keen. No, didn't. He wasn't. I suspect it's going to be a no.
Yeah.
But which is a shame because the audience loved him. The last time he played, he came into two dances, I think. And there was kind of talk. I said there was talk. Someone said to me, "Oh, you should make him a regular." And I'm thinking maybe.
Yeah.
Open up the night with Jim doing a bit of dance. To see him live is.
I've only seen the YouTube videos.
It's an amazing thing. Oh, but what were we talking about? So this weekend, right, my little boy. I love my little boy. I'm worried about him though. He's only 20 months old. And all last week, he's staying with his grandparents and his mum because we're getting work done on the house and all this. So it's a bit confusing for him. I was over there today and it was lovely. But all last week he's going to my wife, Fandango, he's going, Daddy, airport. And basically he wants me to take him to the airport so he can go and look at aeroplanes. Okay?
Yeah.
And this I've done it twice now. I did it willingly and lovingly because he's my son. But it's weird. It is weird. And there's three places we've been. There's a road in Felton where the planes go right over your head and he loves it because it's scary, but he loves it. There's the best place to go for me is Departures, Terminal 5, Cafe Nero, because you can sit down, have a coffee, and you can watch all the planes come in.
Yeah.
But then there's another place on the northern perimeter of the airport, and it's outside. It's like on the other. It's outside the perimeter of the airport. It's on the other side of the road, and it's this sort of covered thing, and it's where all the real plane spotters go.
Right.
And hang out. And they're there with their binoculars. And so one guy had a telescope. I'd forgotten about, little handheld telescopes. I'd forgotten about telescopes.
Like pirates.
Yeah. I'm going to get myself a telescope. Oh, also, I'm sorry, I'm firing off on tangents, and my old boss, David Lloyd, would kill me for this. One thought per link was his rule. Sorry, David. I need to get a cape.
Right.
I want a cape. I've got no idea where to get a cape from. So if you're listening to this and you know where I can get a cape, 0330 123 1215. Like a black cape.
I think there's a red one in the building right now.
Can I have it to keep?
You have to ask. I am.
There we go.
Captain
You
Chaos.
see. There we go. You see. I don't want to involve that. I want my own cape. I want a black cape.
Yeah.
Maybe like a velvet cape.
Right.
I want something classy. A bit like Dracula.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's 0330 123 1215 if there are any cape manufacturers.
Can I ask why? Oh no.
I want to create an impression.
Right.
So that's all.
Okay.
I want impact for something, and I think a cape and a top hat.
What? So you can take your son to the Plane Spotters Club and just go.
Look like I'm
go
from the
there with
Victorian
paper.
days.
Yeah.
No, I want to pretend I'm from Victorian days and go, what are these flying birds? These giant metal birds? What on earth is going on? I want a cape and a top hat for maximum effect. Anyway.
Okay.
But so there are places there, and they have the notepads. Some of them are a bit more, up to date, and they have like laptops, and they have their laptops powered up, and they've got their flasks and their sandwiches and stuff like that. And I don't get it. And I know that I do things that people don't get. I've spent recently a fortune on collecting Rare Monkeys vinyl records, right? But a fortune, and people wouldn't get that. But at least you've got something you can look at that's beautiful, it's historic, you can listen to it. You can collect stuff. But collecting the aeroplane numbers, so they stand there, and they don't even really talk to each other. There was kind of like a nod of recognition every now and then, but they stand there alone with their telescopes, and they look at an aeroplane. And one guy was there, and his mate turned up, and he went, which ones do you need for your collection? Which ones? So there are gaps in his collection of aeroplanes.
But it's not like playing cards when you're a kid. You can swap.
Yep.
Oh, I haven't got these.
Yep.
I haven't got the shiny Boeing 747 card and swap. So what do they...
I don't get it. I'm not knocking it.
No.
I am knocking it a little bit, because it's a bit weird, but I'm not going to knock it so much that the next time I go there with my little boy, I get beaten up. Like they're going to be.
Yeah.
Do you know what? They look quite tough.
Really?
Some of them even had wedding rings.
But they might not have been married.
Well, you're saying it could be false, put there to make themselves look cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And well, wedding rings do make you look cool.
But what age group were they? Because, the reason why I asked is because, I'm not mocking it either, but I don't know anything about it. But I can't imagine a 17-year-old
There were no young lads
doing that.
There were mainly blokes in their late 40s and 50s.
Right.
There were some people my age.
Right.
Mid to late 30s. But I don't get it. And is it a dying art? As we said, no young people doing it. 0330 123 1215 is the telephone number. I'm genuinely curious. If you are a plane spotter... Oh, by the way, I should say, who sent me that excellent version of me singing High Flying Lady? Nigel Banks. Nigel, thank you. And he's offered to mix it in a different style each week. You go for it, fella. We'll play it again later on. If you are a plane spotter or a train spotter, 0330 123 1215. Can you let me know why? There are plenty of easy jokes I can make, and I'm not going to do that. I'm genuinely curious. After spending some time with you people, I'm genuinely curious as to what it is you get out of it. And also, if you've got a hobby that people could consider a bit weird or a bit dull or a bit geeky, 0330 123 1215. We want to celebrate you tonight. We're not knocking you. My son may be becoming one of you. How do I cope if you're the parent of a train spotter or a plane spotter? What should I do? Balls! Sometimes I have the Iain Lee. Absolute Radio, by the way. Sometimes I have the biggest mouth in the world. And yes, I'm not going to say what's just happened, but yes, my mouth has got me into worse trouble. Macapaka knows what's just happened. And my mouth has got me into worse trouble before. Much, much worse trouble than that. But still, I'm thinking...
It's the excitement you had.
Dashed. I've sent an email saying, "Oh, I did this. Am I out?" Anyway, there's no need for you to know, dear listener. Don't worry. It's all good here. 0330 123 1215 is the phone number. We're talking airplanes. We're talking hobbies that are a bit dull and a bit weird. But more importantly than that, we're talking about capes. Good evening, David.
Evening.
Good evening. Yes, you're live on the radio. You can tell us about capes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You said you were looking for a fine cape.
Well, now, a fine cape. Can I just say someone has tweeted me a cape, James Max himself, has tweeted me a cape that costs about 230 quid. I don't want a cape that fine.
If you want to look the part,
Yeah.
you've got to have the cloth to match.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you want a cape, yeah, sure enough, you can probably find some tatty thing for $5.99 on an internet auction site.
eBay.
But if you're going to
That's what you're referring to. Is there another internet auction site? No.
There are several.
Okay.
There are several.
Okay.
But the point
But why would anyone go to another internet auction site? I'm surprised that there are several. I genuinely thought that there was only one, and everyone else kind of thought, there's no point in us starting another internet auction site. Those guys have got there.
There are some things that they refuse to allow you to sell on the one that everyone goes to.
So what other ones are there, and what do they sell? Like pornography?
I believe there are a few.
Someone auctions off pornography?
I've done with this one.
What is going on? What kind of This is one of the signs of the apocalypse. There is a place where you auction pornography.
Porn should be a basic human right.
Of course, it should be free for all. Old copy of Razzle. Buy now, $4.99. Okay, go on.
Well, I mean, why would you buy something so boring?
I like escort myself. Anyway, yeah, carry on. Carry on. That was always my magazine of choice, if we're asking.
Capes. I had a cape made for me several years ago.
Oh, made for you? A bespoke cape?
Absolutely.
Bloody hell.
Bespoke cape.
Yeah.
Okay. It's black satin on the outside.
Beautiful.
And it's silver satin on the inside.
Oh, weird. Why didn't you go for the red, like the Dracul himself?
No, because a lot of the things I've had made for me are in the colour scheme of black and silver.
Yeah.
So I wanted to kind of keep it in...
Are you Mark Bolan? What is this? Are you Alvin Stardust? I'm confused.
No. I used to appear on stage about once a month at an alternative lifestyle event in London.
Okay, well, first of all, right, David is the most intriguing man I've ever spoken to. First of all, you tell us about pornography that's being auctioned off, and then you say you appeared once a month at an alternative lifestyle event
in London.
Well, what was it? Was it a sexual alternative lifestyle?
Kind of.
What?
The theme of the event is called the London Alternative Market.
Right.
And it's all about people who are into fetishes, everything from SM to bondage to cross-dressers and all sorts.
Yes.
I mean, it's a very welcoming and opening environment.
But I'm sure it's opening in many ways, yes.
Exactly.
I went to the Erotica Festival once.
Well, we're going to be there this year.
Well, good for you. I only went there because I was filming, right? I could never go there legitimately on my own, but I went there because I was filming. And
we're actually going to have a tent.
Good for you. Made out of rubber. And it was...
Part of it, yes.
I was doing a thing for the 11 o'clock show, right? And it was kind of at the 11 o'clock show's height, and I was young and I was going out with someone, but there was this really hot porn model. She made, like, porno films and stuff in this very tight black PVC dress. And I was walking around, and she went, "Oh, my God, I love you. Oh, I got it." And if I had not been going out with someone, if I had not been going out with Fifi, I could have had sex with a porn model.
And that is every boy's dream.
Joe Guest invited me back to her flat once.
Really?
Yeah. Again, I was going out with Fifi, and I was
you
like,
can still go back to someone's flat.
Not with Joe Guest, you couldn't. Man alive.
The trouble is, it's like good food. Once you've had one, you want a bigger meal the next time.
What, fat lass?
So where does it end?
This girl at this erotic thing was beautiful. I often think, I wonder what would happen if I'd sneaked off to the toilets. She said, "Oh, I suppose I'm not allowed to give you my phone number." I said, "Listen, you are completely allowed to give me your phone number, but my girlfriend would absolutely kill me. So we'll say goodbye. Nice to meet you. Thanks. Bye." Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Anyway, so you're a pervert, David, and you bought a cape for your swinging parties.
No, I don't swing.
Good for you. And how much was this cape, this bespoke pervert's cape?
Oh, it was probably about £100.
Wow! What?
That's very reasonable.
Yeah, well, compared to the ones I've been sent the links for, yes.
My bed cost me £6,000.
I'm assuming it's got butt plugs and vibrates. Is that...
No, it's a steel four-poster suspension bed.
Suspension, so it hangs from the ceiling?
No, it's for hanging people from the bed. tying them up in rope and lifting them off so they're completely free and easy access from all sides and angles.
And when was the last time you did this?
A couple of days ago.
Thanks very much for calling, David. Let's go to Solomon.
Right, Ian.
Solomon, there's have you got your radio on?
No.
There's a weird echo on the line.
My Bluetooth has died, so I've had to put you on loudspeaker.
Well, turn it off loudspeaker.
Okay, I'll have to pull over.
Solomon's a pilot.
Go, mate, off loudspeaker.
There we go. That's better. Well, ish. Are you sure that? I don't know. Ooh. Okay. What can we do for you, Solomon?
I'm a qualified private pervert. I mean, not a private pervert, a private pilot.
Yes. Go on.
Listen, you're very welcome to bring yourself and Astro Boy down to our club, and you can sit in any of our planes.
Oh, where? Really?
Down at Biggin Hill. And you can take lots of photographs of Astro Boy in the seat. Any time you like, you just let me know.
Brother, I'm there, Solomon.
You let me know, mate.
I'm hang on, you stay there. I'm jotting down everyone's phone numbers tonight. We're not like friends or anything. Don't think that, will you?
No, of course not, mate. You said you didn't like me anyway when I met you.
Oh,
this is interesting.
Hang on. Whoa, back away from the phone number. Why did I not like you?
You said I looked a bit weird. I'm a regular resident on your Christmas do.
Yeah, you've been in, haven't you? You were a bit weird now, I remember.
Yeah. Cheers, mate.
Do you know what, Solomon? You listen, you're very, very kind, and I will have a look, and I might be in touch at some point about that, because my boy would love that.
You let me know, and we've got a couple of planes you can sit in, and you can take lots and lots of pictures.
Solomon, thank you very much.
Cheers, mate. You're very welcome.
Thank you. There we go. But I tell you why I'm confused, because the caller's being nice to me is not... I was trying to describe this show to someone last week, and I was going, well, basically, it's weirdos phoning up and having a go at me, and that's kind of what it is. There's a little bit more to it.
But now, you're 2 calls in, and you've got a cape and a bed.
I've jotted down 2 of the callers' numbers to call them up, and I won't be getting paid for these phone calls. This will be free. I'm intrigued by the bed.
It's 3, isn't it? You got Jim's.
I'm not phoning up the pervert.
Oh, right, okay.
What? Can I come and have a go on your weird perv bed?
He had, like, capes and stuff.
He wasn't going to give me the cape. The cape was £100. He's not going to give me a cape for £100.
And it was silver on the inside.
I want red.
Yeah.
I want red. I want to be like Lord Dracul. Count Dracul. But I don't get the suspension. So you tie them up.
Yeah.
And then you like...
Oh, you go... Oh, okay,
And you pull them up.
Yeah. It's a lot of effort.
Anyway, tonight we have two exciting things that are kind of... If you're new to the show... Stick with it, because you might not get a lot of this tonight. Maybe come back tomorrow. Because there's a lot of history with what's going on tonight. First things first, I have here a package from Stephen Leroy Cook, who is a songwriter. And he wrote a song called High Flying Lady. You may have heard a version of it at the start of the show. And he said he was going to send me the rights to it or something.
Yeah.
Not quite sure. Anyway, he sent me...
So you're going to sing it and play it on the ukulele?
And he's going to get the songwriter's money.
Yeah.
And he sent me recorded special delivery, which is, I think, is one up from recorded delivery. So let's have a little look what we've got in here. Okay, CDs. Let's CDs. High Flying Lady, written and performed by Stephen Leroy Cook. Should we have a little listen to this?
Yeah.
Let's see, who needs an emergency CD these days? This is the new...
Can you imagine?
Emergency CD, dear Absolute Radio. Listen, I was supposed to have a meeting with the Mr. Grace today.
Really?
Mr. Grace. He cancelled the meeting.
I was going to say I didn't see him.
He cancelled the meeting.
What
do I read into that?
Is
this a good sign that he doesn't need to see me because my job is so secure? Is this a bad sign that he wants to sack me but he doesn't know how to sack me? All day I've been panicking! Anyway, this is High Flying Lady by Stephen Leroy Cook.
I was not expecting this.
No. And this may be Nickelback doing it.
I hope there's no swears in it.
So do I. For the attention of Ian Lee, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Stephen Leroy Cook, and I'm a singer, songwriter, musician, and composer.
She's a high-flying lady, flying so high.
And I'm wondering if you'd be interested in recording my material. Enclosed is a CD and sheet music and lyrics for the song High Flying Lady. I would like to have the recording rights signed over to you, as I would like the title track to be featured on your next album. My what?
But I love her so much. I met her in the superstore. She said, what are you?
I met her in the superstore. She said, what are you doing? She turned round and told me to go away. Wow.
Now what am
I met her in the superstore. She said, what are you doing? She turned around and told me to go away.
Take someone like you.
It's a good song. It's a good song, Stephen Leroy Cook. And look, there's sheet music and everything. I'm in, brother. I'm totally in. This will be on my next album. And look, this is certificate to say that Stephen Leroy Cook came third in Granger's Got Talent.
And what's Got Talent?
There we go. Stephen Leroy Cook, listen, fantastic stuff, excellent stuff. The next album I do, it's definitely going to go on. So that's one of the things that we're dealing with tonight. The other thing, perhaps slightly more important, because it does affect... Genuinely brilliant, Stephen Leroy Cook. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. It does affect the output of the show, maybe a bit more than that. That we have a regular caller called Looney John, John Looney, phones up, says globule, can sing pretty much any national anthem in the language that it was written.
Wow.
A lot of people love him. A lot of people think he's brilliant. I my cards on the table here. I think he's one of the best callers that we have. He's been calling me on and off for sort of 6-7 years. I think he's brilliant. A lot of people hate him. A lot of people hate him.
Yeah, I've seen him on Twitter and Facebook.
A lot of people hate him. So we're going to have the vote tonight. Looney John, does he stay or does he go? Now, I'm going to say this now. I want him to stay. And dear listener, I'm imploring you to see sense and to see reason and vote for him to stay. He has colour, character. His battles with Vinny are almost legendary. And, you know, if we get rid of him, we kind of lose part of the soul of the show. But I'm going to leave it up to you. 0330 123 12 15. Looney John, does he stay or does he go? Plane Spotters and your dull hobbies. Absolute Radio.
Absolute Radio is our name.
This bit of music at the end, well, they use it for a show on Radio 4. It's only exciting to me. It's only exciting to me. Let's go to Mike. Hello, Mike. Mike.
Bloody phone, muting it. Sorry, was that a swear word?
Is that the iPhone?
It is, mate. Yeah.
It is. They don't mention the floor there, do they? That you mute it with the top of your earlobe.
How annoying!
How annoying is that?
Done my head in.
Yeah. Mike, what have you been up to this weekend, mate?
Oh, see, I'm just having a drinky poos now, so you'll have to apologise if I'm a little bit.
Oh, the Monday night drinky poos, of course.
Well, it's my long weekend, mate. I've been in Scotland for the weekend.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, no, do you know, good weekend out with the boys, mountain biking, mega weekend.
Mega.
Back to the grind tomorrow. So nice little drinky poos before bed.
Good lad. Well, and what time are you starting tomorrow?
You don't want to know.
Oh, well.
500.
Yeah, you're drunk.
I'm not drunk. I've just had enough.
The fact that you're using the word drinky poos would indicate you're either a homosexual from the 1960s or you're drunk.
Well, yeah, we'll just say it's homosexual from the 1960s.
Okay,
mate.
fair play, good luck. There we go. What do you want?
I'll be honest with you, mate. I turned radio on and I heard you talking about being at Heathrow.
Yeah.
With the plane spotting. Was it with your lad or something? Or?
Yeah. He likes looking at airplanes. They excite him.
Right. Now, on the other side of it, you've got the guys who take the registrations, which, you know, as I stand, and I'll be honest with you, is a little bit geeky for me.
Yeah,
I don't understand. It's like train spotting.
Yeah.
But then you've got the guys on the other side of the fence, so to speak, like me, who are the guys who take photos of aircraft or are into aviation for the scientific side of it.
The what?
The scientific side of it.
Oh, for God's sake. Okay.
No, you've got to give it... I mean... You either like science or you don't like science. I like science.
I'm not anti-science. I'm not a creationist, but I don't get excited about science.
Well, the fact that somebody sat there how many years ago and said, I wonder if this will work, and actually worked out that an aircraft could fly and generate lift.
Well, next year, as you know, 2012, as well as being the year of the Olympics, we celebrate 40 years of aviation as well. So
40 years?
40 years since the first airplane went up in the sky. Very, very exciting.
40 years?
Yep.
It's more than that, mate.
I'm afraid it's not, mate.
Well, see, now...
1972, the first aeroplane.
I'm a member of the oldest flying club in the United Kingdom.
Well, it won't be any older than 40 years.
Well, I think you're wrong. It's over 100 years, mate.
No, they're lying to you.
No, well, I'll take your word for it.
You should take my word for it. You're drunk.
No, see, but it still talks sense.
Yeah, well, okay.
No, well, you got to give the guys on the other side of the fence, the ones who aren't the geeks, who like the aviation side of it. I'll tell you what.
That sounds even geekier, though. You're saying that you're not the geek, but you're even geekier. Listen,
right.
I'm a geek. I embrace you as almost as a brother. But so what do you go and watch them for? Just to go, oh, look, that one took off. Oh, that one's landing.
Yeah, okay, right. Airports.
Yeah.
You've got a good point. Airports, touch and go.
Yeah.
Like, I like seeing aircraft landing. Being a pilot, I fly myself, so being that sort of side of it, you sort of appreciate an aircraft landing taking off. There's more to it than meets the eye.
Right.
Do me a favour. If you've got the web access there, go to flickr.com and search... Well, actually, go to flickr.com/Mike Assels. A little bit of a plug for my little page there, which is M-I-K-E, obviously.
Do you know what? Normally I wouldn't do this, but I want to look and see what boring photos you put up.
Now you see, right? So it's M-I-K-E.
Hang on a minute. I'm trying to spell Flickr I'm trying to spell www at the moment. Flickr. How do you spell Flickr? There's no E, is there?
No, it's FLICKR.
.com, yeah.
/ Mike.
Yeah.
Assels, which is Alpha Sierra Tango.
Oh,
Lima
don't
Echo
start
Sierra.
doing that, you idiot.
I knew you'd say that.
Look at that! There's loads of pictures of aeroplanes. Is that you? Let me have a look at you. I want to look.
It's not me. I mean, I took them. See,
No, but who's that picture of that young man in the corner?
Whoa, steady. I think you might be on the wrong one, son.
Well, you're Mike Castle's photo stream.
Oh,
yeah.
sorry, in the top left. Yeah, that'll be me.
You're about 12 years old.
See, I've babyface, mate, babyface, and I'm not going to take any abuse for that because, people, pay a lot of money to have a babyface. I'm 28, mate.
A lot. Are you 28? You look about
28.
15. Can you see him, Macca? He looks about 15 years old. Well, keep that fella.
See, well,
here he is.
You saying that, I'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah,
mate.
I do. So you've got lots of pictures of black aeroplanes there.
Right,
Oh,
well,
look. No, there's motorbikes. There's no science involved in a motorbike.
How is there no science involved in a motorbike here?
There's a picture of a duck.
Look,
There's no science in ducks. You muppet. An owl.
I'll take that one on the chin, son. I'll take that one on the
Is that you holding the owl?
Yes.
No, holding the eagle there, the hawk.
The eagle owl, is it? Oh, yeah, it will be.
Eagle owl. Oh, my God. Oh, look.
Hey, well, no, that was a friend invited me, so I went. He's a falconer, so went along.
Oh, look at you. Look at you being all moody, looking over the motorway. Look at this.
Do you like that one?
You got a picture of the moon. That's the most unscientific thing in the universe.
Oh, come on, Ian.
Oh.
But anyway, be relevant. Back to the aircraft.
You've taken a picture of an aeroplane's anus. Image number 0154. You're looking up the bum hole of an aeroplane.
Oh, yeah, but you can't beat the bumhole of an aeroplane. There's something hot about the bumhole of an aeroplane.
My little boy's favourite video, if you go onto YouTube and type in aeroplanes, it's some footage of aeroplanes to the backing of an Annie Lennox track, right? And yeah, exactly. It's his favourite thing, and we have to watch it again and again and again.
Oh, painful.
Why are you getting a presentation from Wing Commander Hunter?
Well, long story, see...
Make it short.
I don't want to out it all on the radio, but if you look at them pictures, dead quick, short story, the RAF have to train pilots to fly low level. It's a tactical thing. It helps them in a war zone.
Right.
There's an area in Wales, I'm not going to say where it is, but there's an area in Wales where they tactically fly low level.
Right, and you shot one.
It's where you get to see an aircraft flying in its... or a military aircraft, so to speak, sorry, in its environment, as I like them. Anyway.
As I like them. As I like them.
I took a picture of a guy, a backseater in one of the pictures, and sent it to him. Long story short, he was an instructor at RS.
You say long story short, it's a bit late now.
Well, that's it, innit? Yeah.
Long story longer.
Just got in touch with him and said, you know, it'd be a chance to come up and see the aircraft. That was the geeky side of it. But we got a visit round RAF Valley, met all the guys, top bunch of blokes.
And did you see any aeroplanes bumholes?
Well, I actually fisted.
Oh, right, steady on that. You can't say that now. I've dumped that, you naughty little boy. Well, I did encourage you, I suppose. Michael, listen, it's a pleasure to talk to you.
And you, Ian. Always a pleasure, mate.
Yeah. The thing is, when you came on and it said on the screen, he's a young plane spotter, right? Yeah. And the tone of your voice, I thought, hang on a second, we're going to have a wind-up merchant here, and there's going to be trouble.
No.
But you're genuine.
I'm genuine, mate. Well, it's the other side of it. This is what I was trying to get across to you. They're not all geeks. The people who take pictures and maybe take down the codes. I work with a guy who takes down the codes. He sits at a computer.
What good is the code? What does that do you?
It depends. It's like, I don't get it. It's like taking, I've seen that train. Oh, that's like, it's geeky. I don't get that. To me, seeing an aircraft flying.
Yeah.
You didn't
take all these photos, though, did you?
Yeah, all the pictures on Flickr are.
Did you take all these?
Yes.
Listen, man, you're a good photographer. Don't waste your time taking this rubbish. Don't do nudie modelling and stuff.
Nudie modelling? No, honestly, if you see me naked, actually, no.
Not of yourself.
You, of hot ladies.
Eh?
Yeah. Well, they're excellent photographs, Mike, genuinely.
Thank you, Ian.
You're welcome.
That.
Very quickly, before you go, Looney John, does he stay or does he go?
I'd say stay, only because you said stay.
Good lad, thank you very much. They're good photos.
Yeah.
Excellent photos. I wish I could. Well, saying that, I wish I could take photos. Anyone can take good photos now. Or because the cameras are so advanced.
Yeah.
You get a good camera and a good lens. Bam! You press the button down, take 100 photos. One of those is going to be awesome.
Well, lots of professional photographers, they do go nuts with the clicker, and then they get taken back. And like my sound, by the way.
I did like your sound. The sound of what I believe you called a clicker.
Yeah.
Clicker. No. Trev will be with you shortly. 0330 123 1215. Well, there we go. He was young-ish. He didn't sound like a geek. He sounded like a bit of a geezer. He's boozing on a Monday night. He's up in 5 hours and 6 minutes' time.
Yeah.
And he's a plane spotter.
And a bird spotter.
A lovely picture of Robin on the last page. Yeah. Is there a way we can make plane spotting sexy for the kids? Maybe this is it. Maybe I'm going about it the wrong way and not wanting to embrace the plane spotting. Maybe I should dive straight in and become a plane spotter and I don't know, find a way of making it sexy. I don't know how I would make it sexy. Any suggestions? 0330 123 1215. You wouldn't get this on BBC Local Radio. Well, not in a few months' time anyway, when they'll get the sack. Kerry Ann says, my dull hobby is buy one, get one free offers. How is that a hobby? I don't know. Oh, the next song is a real treat. What a great song we've got coming up. I don't often say it very often because that's kind of a cheesy DJ thing, but the next song is flipping brilliant. So, aeroplane spotters, train spotters, other what could be perceived as dull hobbies. I'm not knocking you tonight. I suspect my son is becoming one of you. 0330 123 1215. Also, Looney John, does he stay or does he go? I'm going for a massage tomorrow because my neck is so stiff and is not killing me. It doesn't hurt as much as it did, but it's very, very stiff. I can't turn around. I quite like having a stiff neck in as much as I admire people who, when they want to turn and look over their shoulder, they have to turn their whole body. I've been doing that a lot, exaggerating that a lot. I think it's a good movement to have. And I booked a legitimate massage, but I was aware that as I was booking it, that I was making it sound dirty because I was a bit nervous about booking it. And I phoned up and the woman said, yes, do you mind who you have a massage with? And that means they're asking if you'd mind having a bloke. And I said, no, not at all. As long as they've got a firm hand, I'll be happy with that. And as long as they can finish me off, then... And I was thinking, what? Shut up! Stop saying these things! I was looking at another website advertising massages, and the FAQs, the frequently asked questions. What happens if I get an erection? What's a happy finish? I shall let you know how the massage goes. I need it. I'm looking forward to it. Who was next? Trev was. Hello, Trev.
Good evening, Iain.
Good evening, Guy. I mean, Trev.
Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
Looney John.
Stay or go?
Oh, he's got to go, man. He's got to go.
Really? Why? Why are your calls any better than his?
I'm not saying they are, but my calls aren't the subject, are they?
They're not the subject, but you seem to think that you are an authority. Why should he go?
I don't think I'm an authority. I'm just a voter.
Hey, whoa, listen, hey, calm down, right? The beauty of democracy, Trevor, is that you can say what you want, but you can be questioned on that, and you should be able to justify it.
Oh, I have to justify it, do I?
Well, yeah, that's your opinion, so I'm asking you to justify it. What's wrong with that?
Well, I thought it was just my opinion, and I give my opinion, and that's it. It goes on the score sheet.
OK, it's on the score sheet. Let's go to Martin. Good evening, Martin.
Hi, Iain.
How you doing?
I'm fine, thanks.
What can I do for you?
Well, I'd like to just tell you briefly about what I do. I'm registered blind, but I do karaoke on a Saturday night.
Right.
I do, what I do is I get certain CDs, or I take songs off my own CDs, and I learn them.
Yeah.
Off memory. Like the one I'm wanting to get, and I'm going to get it, is don't know if you heard of Mac Cardle's new song, "Run for Your Life."
No, I did hear a little bit earlier today. Yes.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Brilliant. It's written by Gary Barlow, isn't it?
Yeah, good old Gary.
I don't know if I'd say brilliant, Martin.
Yeah.
It's definitely a song.
It's a nice song. It's a very nice.
It's a song. Yeah, it's a song.
And Johnny, I think you should stay.
OK, that's good. Now, am I allowed to ask you why? Because I asked the last caller why he shouldn't stay, and he got a right cob on.
Don't worry. Well, I've never listened to the show before.
Oh.
And I think Johnny would be a good guy to listen to, so it'd be interesting to see how he goes.
OK, well, I agree with you, Martin. I'm totally on the side of him saying. Well, so I'm confused. This karaoke, do you go along to like an organised karaoke, or do you organise it yourself?
I go to a pub in Haymarket, which is in Haymarket in Edinburgh. I'm from Edinburgh.
OK, great city, Edinburgh. I love it there.
Yeah, and
a woman once bought me a Burger King for free. Gosh. Yeah. These things happen. I'm living the charmed life.
Yeah, but I'm hopeful in the future. The guy who I go to see at the karaoke, he's the DJ.
Yeah.
He's taking me in to work with him next year.
Right.
So I'll be doing all the karaoke. So I'll be doing stuff like competitions. And,
yeah.
You know. And
Do you want to give us? Can you give us a burst of the Matt Cardle song now for those who haven't heard it? Could you sing us a bit?
Oh, I don't know off by heart. I don't know it off by heart yet. I've got to get the CD.
Okay.
But I could give you a wee blast of Kingston Town.
Please do. Yeah, please do. Away you go.
The night seems to fade, but the moonlight lingers on. There is magic in everyone. Oh, the stars shine so bright, but they're fading after dawn. She'll be waiting in Kingston Town.
Hey, that was good. That was good, Martin. Well done. It gets a little bit low, that song, doesn't it? The low ones a bit.
But I'd love. I mean, I don't know if it's on your song. I don't hear what the Matt Cardle song on your programme.
Well, Martin, it's lovely to talk to you. Best of luck with that. I hope your singing takes. Do you want to be like a professional pop singer one day?
Well, I tried for the. I don't know how to say the name of the programme. I tried for the X Factor in 1999, but I never got through.
Jeez, how old are you? You sound about 15 now.
32.
Are you?
Yeah.
Wow, you sound like a boy.
Yeah, well, I auditioned in 1999, but I never got through to meet the judges, so it's a bit disappointing. But I'm going to go for it again.
You do.
Next year.
You go for it, and you sing.
And you never know, I'll try and get you down to I'll try and get you down to one of the live shows.
Martin, if you get down to the final 10, I'm definitely coming down there to support you, brother.
Cool.
Cheers, my dears.
Yeah, bye.
Ta-ta. What night? I don't know. Something's happened because we're just getting nice people calling in. I mean, they're all without a doubt mad as hatters, but we're just getting nice people calling in tonight. I like this. Speaking of nice people, this is one of the best songs you're ever going to... Whatever you're doing now, shut up, stop doing it, and listen to 2 minutes, 23 seconds of pure perfection. Apart from the awful stereo separation, isn't that just one of the best songs in the world ever? Of course it is. Of course it is. I'm talking a bit because I muffed up the... There we go. That's what I was looking for. We're voting on Looney John. Does he stay or does he go? We're also talking about other stuff. You can call him about anything you want. I don't really mind. Mr. Fuzzy. Oh, no, hang on. There you are.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Fuzzy.
All right, how's it going?
Yeah, what can I do for you?
Yeah, I'm calling about the John thing.
Yes.
I want for my voting.
You want to do what?
For my voting.
Okay.
What are the votes standing at now?
Why is that relevant?
Well, I've not been listening.
Okay, well, you give me your vote and then I'll tell you what the votes stand at. Does he stay or does he go?
Well, that last caller, was he voting for?
Listen, I don't want to influence you by telling you what the situation is or what other callers have done, okay? Imagine you've stepped into the ballot box, you're on your own, you don't know what anyone else has said or what anyone else has put down on their bit of paper with their stubby pencil. What are you going to do, Mr. Fuzzy?
Well, what I was saying was, will his vote carry more weight because he sang you a song?
His vote does not carry any more weight because he sang me a song. Mainly because it was a UB40 song, and if anything, that would lose weight.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. UB40, he sang the song excellently, not knocking that lad, but UB40, what's the point? What is the point of UB40? This is what we're doing for the rest of the show, as well as all the other stuff. Bands that serve no purpose in the world. I'll give you two. UB40 and Nickelback. What is the point of them? Nothing.
Give you one of them.
Go on.
UB40.
What do you mean you give me... What does that mean?
Why, you can't have Nickelback?
What? Why? They're rubbish.
Nah, greatest rock band ever.
Oh, you are talking out of your... You're joking. Look at this photograph. It made me laugh.
Yeah.
They got the worst rhymes in the world.
Oh, they're rhyming.
Well, they're rhyming, but they're bad rhymes.
I can't remember the Beatles rhyming anything.
The Beatles? Of course the Beatles rhyme stuff. And they rhymed it a lot better than Nickelback. Right, Nickelback lyrics. Here we go. We're going to look at some of their lyrics, okay? And we're going to analyse the lyrics. What photograph is the one that is particularly... hang on a minute. Nickelback...
Lyrics.
Yeah, I know what to look for. Jeez.
You're on YouTube?
No, I'm not on YouTube. I'm on Absolute Radio. Photograph. Okay, Nickelback lyrics, photograph. Right, these are going to be some of the worst. I'm not even going to bother with Rockstar because that would just be too bad. Okay.
That was their best one though.
Now I know you're taking the mick. Oh, this computer's...
This is how they remind you is all right as well.
Okay, Nickelback. Look at this photograph. Oh, I don't want bloody Nickelback photograph as my ringtone. Look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh. How did our eyes get so red? And what the hell is on Joey's head? Well, actually, this isn't bad. And this is where I grew up. I think the present owner fixed it up. I never knew we'd ever went without. The second floor is hard for sneaking out. And this is where I went to school. Most of the time had better things to do. Criminal record says I've broken twice. I must have done it half a dozen times. I wonder if it's too late. Should I go back and try to graduate? Life's better now than it was back then. If I was them, I wouldn't let me in. Oh, God. Oh, God. Every memory of looking out the back door. I have the photo album spread out on my bedroom floor. It's hard to say it. Time to say it. Goodbye. Goodbye. Every memory of walking out the front door, I found the photo of the friend that I was looking for. It's hard to say it. Time to say it. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Remember the old arcade? Blew every dollar that we ever made. The cops hated us hanging out. They said somebody went and burned it down. We used to listen to the radio and sing along with every song we know. We said someday we'd find out how it feels to sing more than just the steering wheel. Kim's the first girl I kissed. I was so nervous that I nearly missed. She's had a couple of kids since then. I haven't seen her since God knows when. Oh, God. I miss that town, I miss their faces. You can't erase, you can't replace it. I miss it now, I can't believe it. So hard to stay, too hard to leave it. If I could, I relive those days. I know the one thing that would never change. Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh. Every time I do, it makes me laugh. Actually, when you read it like that, it's actually pretty powerful stuff, isn't it?
Stuff, man.
Yeah.
I'm welling up.
Yeah, I'm totally welling up, man. Totally welling up.
That's good stuff.
John Looney, is he staying or going?
Well, I was thinking, I'll put my vote in. I can sing you a bit of a song if you want. I'll put a little bit of weight behind mine.
He doesn't put any weight behind it. I don't know where you've got the idea that singing a song is going to put weight behind it.
Well, it doesn't seem fair, because he's voted for, he's put a bit of a song in.
Yeah.
I want to vote against, but I'm not allowed to put my bit of a song in.
Well, if you want to sing, then sing.
Okay, so I'm voting against him staying.
Okay, but if your singing is bad, then the vote doesn't count.
Oh, that doesn't seem fair.
I know it doesn't. It's not.
The other guy was UB40.
Yeah, I know, but he was nice.
All right, I'll give it a go.
Okay, we go.
I'm through with standing in line. The clubs I'm never getting. It's like the bottom of the ninth, and I'm never gonna win this. Life hasn't turned out quite the way I want it to be. Tell me what you want. I want a brand new house on an episode of Cranston.
I can tell you now, your vote is not being counted at all. Excellent call, Mr. Fuzzy. Thank you for that. Ray, John, coming up to you next. 0330 123 1215 is the phone number.
Drinking in the morning sun.
Iain Lee, Absolute Radio, here till 1 o'clock, Mondays to Thursdays, and Polly will be on at 1 o'clock. I was on I did Sky News at the weekend, the paper review.
Oh, yeah.
Right, 11:30 at night.
Yeah.
Saturday night. And I was, very rarely, Mark, will I admit that I'm out of my depth. I was totally out of my depth there.
Really?
I was.
In what way?
Well, because they were like talking about really heavy, big, important news stories, and I'm an idiot who shouts like this. So we're sat there, and it's 30 minutes, right? And normally, if I do the paper review on This Morning, you talk about, Chris Evans has been seen driving a car.
Yeah.
Talk about that. It's easy. Oh, it's a nice car. But this, they're going. They got to one story, and it was about the Eurozone crisis. But it was specifically about the French and the German banks deciding who is going to take the main brunt of stuff and what they're going to do about their banks that are collapsing.
Yeah.
And he started it, and he asked the guy with me, who was like a sort of Tory the journalist. Right? And this guy said, well, he did this long answer, about 5 minutes of blah, blah, blah. He said, Iain, so it's not looking great, is it? And I sat there for a minute thinking, like, now, do I try and bullshine my way through this? And I couldn't. I went, I'm going to be completely honest. Haven't got a clue what you're talking about. On Sky News, haven't got a clue what you're talking about. I'm going to pass on this one. And I don't think you're allowed to pass on paper reviews.
Yeah.
I passed. I didn't have a clue.
Oh, man. I so wish I saw that.
It was uncomfortable, but it would have been worse if I'd have tried to bluff my way through it, because I would have
found out.
Well, yeah, exactly. So I had to grasp myself
What
up.
did they do? Because I can imagine them going, well, that's the face of that's never happened before.
There was that. There was like, oh, and the other fair play. The other fella that kind of jumped in, and then he was a nice chap. Don't get me wrong. He quite liked the sound of his own voice.
Okay.
So he was more than happy to have another window to talk about this. It was hard work, man.
Is it on YouTube?
I don't think it's on YouTube. You can probably see it on the Sky. I don't know how the Sky website works. You can probably see it on there somewhere. Wow, live.
Did you say it with confidence? Like, seriously? move on.
Yeah, I said I'm
Or
out.
were you a bit
I think I may have even said, do you know what, I'm going to go and get my coat. Because I ain't got a clue what you're talking about.
What other stuff did you talk about?
Liam Fox.
Okay.
Paul McCartney. Paul McCartney's got married.
Yep.
He's 69 years old.
Yeah,
she's a multimillionaire. She's 53.
50,
she's hot.
yeah.
She looks.
She is
doesn't
hot.
look a day over 48. I think he's marrying her just for her money because she is very, very wealthy.
She is extremely wealthy.
Very wealthy.
Is it a little bit weird that did he or did he not get married in the same place as he got married?
Got
his
married to
first
Linda.
wife?
Yes,
Now,
yes,
is that
yes.
a little bit strange?
That's a good question. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
it is. It is. Well, I'm guessing it's kind of a nod to Linda because Linda was the love of his life.
Yeah,
and, you
of
know,
course,
and, I don't know, dear listener, have you got married more than once and in the same place? It's a very good question.
I used to run a pub quiz down in Portsmouth,
Yeah.
and this guy came over and he, a little bit tipsy, and he said, mate, can I borrow the microphone? I was like, yeah, sure. I was like, I want to propose to my my girlfriend. I was like, and the pub was called the Registry.
Yeah.
It used to be a registry office.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, why here?
Yeah.
And he was about 35, there's lots of students in there. And he goes, I got married to my ex-wife in here, and I thought it'd be really romantic to propose to my current girlfriend. I was just like, oh dear, this isn't going to go very well. However, that's what he wanted to do. I tried to talk him out of it.
Yeah, yeah.
And so he gets his wife, he gets down on one knee and goes, Jane. And she knew straight away, picked him up by the scruff of the neck, threw him outside, but threw me a fiver.
Wow.
So, I got a great laugh out of it.
I never like those TV shows where someone proposes to someone in front of everyone else.
Oh, man,
it's just because that's too much pressure. If someone were to, when I proposed to Fandango, I played it well. We were staying in a very, very expensive Japanese hotel, only for one night. It was too expensive.
Yeah.
There were only 6 rooms in the hotel. Each room had its own private maid. It was fantastic.
Nice.
And it was we went for a walk by a lake, right?
Yeah.
With Mount Fuji in the background. So I was kind of working. I thought, even if she's not that bothered about me, there's all this that will make her feel romantic and loved up.
Yeah.
But to do it, if someone proposed to me in front of like 100 people, I'd be like, that is really unfair. What are you doing that for?
People do it at
Pressure on
football
me.
stadiums.
Oh,
and,
jeez.
Like centre circle and all that.
Jeez.
Why?
We could do that. By the way, I'm kind of toying with the idea of all the topics we do, kind of carrying them through the week. So we can do this all through the week.
I've got them written
Proposals.
down.
Getting married in the same place as you got married before. Rhys Thomas is coming in tomorrow. Now, Rhys Thomas was in the Fast Show. Oh, Looney John's calling in. Do you want to get him, Macca? Rhys Thomas was in the Fast Show. He's also the voice of the chap in Down the Line, the excellent Radio 4 spoof. And he's been in loads of stuff, so he's coming in tomorrow, which will be fun. 0330 Looney John, should he stay or should he go? Let's go to Ray. Yes, Ray.
Good evening, Ian.
Yes, sir.
Right, I'm going to vote stay for John Looney.
Okay, good lad.
Because, I mean, people have to understand the guy suffers from Asperger's, and therefore, obviously he's going to, display, how can you say, unorthodox.
Well, Ray, I'm almost inclined not to allow your vote. That's irrelevant. That's irrelevant.
Well, he is entertaining.
That's like saying we
To
should
me,
let
anyway.
Jerry on because he's got Parkinson's. If Jerry's boring and Jerry gets booted off, he comes on because he's a good caller.
Yeah, he is.
But so the Asperger's, I tell you what, because I'm going to give you that vote, I'm going to give the Nickelback guy a vote as well. Then, so it's 3-2, saying you should stay. Thank you, Raymond.
Thank you.
Ta-ta. Let's go. But it's irrelevant. But I once got criticised, and I can't remember if it was here or at the other place, for being rude to someone who was disabled. I was rude to them. I can't remember what their disability was. I shouted at them, called them idiot, and cut them off. And someone complained to Ofcom. By the way, the recent Ofcom complaints not upheld. But someone complained to Ofcom, right? Complained to the station manager, complained to Ofcom, saying he was rude to this person who had a disability. And I said, and this has always been my view, everyone on here gets treated the same, right? If you're an idiot, you're an idiot, and I will tell you so, whether you're in a wheelchair, whether you're blind, whether you're absolutely physically able, whatever. Everyone gets treated the same. I'm not going to go to someone, oh, well, you're in a wheelchair, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to be a little bit... Everyone gets treated the same, which is how it should be.
Yeah.
Exactly how it should be.
It's almost patronising, I think.
It's almost. Not quite. It's almost. Let's go to John in Glasgow. Oh, hang on a second. John in Glasgow!
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
You don't care. What can I do for you, sir?
No, how's your day been?
Do you really care?
I do care, yeah, I do.
I've had a good day. I've had a meeting with a guy who's building me a website. I've done a bit of work for the next clip joint, and I got to put my little boy to bed. So a good day.
Yeah, I'd like to go back to Shawbridge Street again.
To
Shawbridge Street.
And why is that?
Because I was living there and I had an accident with a window and ended up in hospital for no reason. I lost a good house because of that.
You said now, John. You say for no reason. Do you mind if I delve a little deeper?
Yeah.
You say you had an accident with a window.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Well, I smashed it by accident.
By accident or by purpose?
By accident.
How did you smash it?
It was like a karate kick with my foot.
Yes! John, how is you doing a karate kick at a window and then breaking it? How is that an accident?
I don't know. It probably was on purpose, I don't know. I really don't.
Okay, well, I would suggest if you were doing karate kicks at windows, then that was probably a deliberate thing. And so you got kicked out of the house, did you?
They said I was unwell at the time.
Okay, you're a little bit poorly, were you?
See, because in 2001, my mum died of cancer.
I'm sorry to hear that, mate.
Yeah, she got lung cancer.
Yeah, not nice at all.
She ended up taking chemotherapy for a couple of weeks and she ended up dead.
Yeah. Well, these things happen. I'm really sorry to hear that. How are you coping now?
Oh, it's the place I'm in at the moment. It's no great shakes, but
yeah.
I don't want to be here because I'm getting hassle off people all around the area.
Yeah.
They're like throwing stuff in my windows and all that,
Wow.
and I have to kind of keep that in my head.
Yeah.
And if it was to get any worse, I have to keep all this in my head, and I would report them to the council.
Yeah.
Or phone the police on them.
Well, that's what you need to do. Don't you go, off doing karate kicks at anybody, will you?
Well, the point is, if I threw a stone at a 4-year-old kid, which is what that's age of the kids and that have been throwing stuff at windows and all, 13-year-olds, I'd get done. I'd get put in prison.
Did you say 4-year-old?
Yeah, 4-year-olds and 14-year-olds.
You can't throw stones at 4-year-old kids.
No, I wouldn't because it would get me put in prison. For
Exactly.
about
Good, as long as you know that. Yeah.
I mean, the point is, right? if I went out into the street and I saw someone at random, and I threw a stone at them or a bottle or something, and it seriously hurt them, I could end up getting put in prison for 5 years.
Yeah, of course you could. Well, this is why you mustn't do anything like that. And you, John, have to rise above it and realise that there are some nasty people out there of all ages. And I think a 4-year-old doesn't really know what they're doing. They're being egged on by their mates or their family or whatever. But you have to realise, John, that there are people out there who do these things, and you have to rise above it and be better than them.
I know.
Do you reckon you can do that?
I reckon I probably could do.
Have you got any family or friends you can talk to about this?
Yeah, I've got my dad. My dad. I've got about 3 numbers belonging to my dad on my phone.
Yeah.
I haven't got my brother, but he's in Australia. He's going to come back to Scotland next year.
Okay. You haven't got your brother's phone number or an email or anything?
No, I haven't. No.
And do you speak to your dad?
Yes, I do.
You get on with him?
Yeah.
Well, and have you spoken to him about this?
I have, yeah.
And what's he said?
Do you know what actually happened that day I smashed that window?
Go on.
A spaceship was in the sky, and I got samurai swords in my head, and this spaceship came down, and there was a laser beam on the door.
Oh, dear. John, can I ask you a personal question?
Yes.
Do you have a social worker or a doctor that you see regularly?
I've got a CPN and a GP and a social worker and that.
Okay.
But maybe I mean, I don't know. I just don't like living in this house.
No, of course you don't. I can understand that.
It's a little bit daunting sometimes.
Of course it is. But listen, you've got this team of people around you. Your CPN and your social worker and your doctor and your dad and your brother hopefully coming back, right? Make sure you let them know how you're feeling, okay? And can I ask, are you on medication?
Take medication in the morning, take medication at night.
And you take it every day?
Yeah.
Good lad. Well, you keep taking it, all right?
See, I don't think I have schizophrenia. That's
No.
what they say I've got, but I don't think I have.
Well, that's because the medication is working, I guess. So I would suggest then that's a very good reason. If you don't think you've got it, that's an excellent reason to keep on taking the pills, isn't it?
I know.
If the pills are making you think you haven't got it, then keep taking those pills, brother.
I know. Well, I was thinking of going down to England tonight, go to the Buchanan Street bus station and getting a coach down.
Okay, why would you do that?
I never bothered in the end, but
yeah, it's probably best.
It's quite quiet routine at the moment. But if I kept on getting the same troubles as before, stuff in my windows, I just thought, sell stuff in the house and hand over the keys and all that.
Well,
get away for good.
Don't do. Listen, I'm gonna have to move on, John, because we're running out of time. But this is what I want you to do. I don't want you to do anything rash, or anything silly, or anything without phoning up someone around you and having a chat to them about it first. All right?
Yeah.
Okay. Listen, we're on every night this week. Can you give me a call later in the week?
Yeah.
Good lad.
Just what?
Go on.
I forgot what I was going to say.
John, listen, we're going to make a move, but it's very nice to talk to you. Give me a call maybe Wednesday or Thursday, all right?
Right, okay.
Cheers, fella. Take care. Ta-ta.
Bye now.
I spent my time.
G, be with you shortly, and then we've got, Verinda and Looney John. The vote at the moment, 3 for John to stay, 2 for him to go. Okay, let's go to G. Hello, G. G! Let's have the delay.
Hello?
Yes, G, hello.
Hello there, how's it going?
I'm fine. You sound like an old posh man, are you?
No, oh, Christ no. No, not old at all.
Okay.
What made you think that?
Okay, why are you putting on a silly voice?
I'm not putting on a silly voice.
Wow, is that your real voice?
Yeah.
What does G stand for?
Oh, it's short for my Indian name. My Indian name is actually Gurcharan.
Okay, well, what can I do for you, Gurchan?
Oh, I wanted to talk to you about your son and his plane spotting adventures.
Yes.
Well, he's actually perfectly normal because when I was a teenager, not too long ago, that's actually what I used to do myself.
And why? So what would you do? You'd go to airports and look at aeroplanes, would you?
Yeah, well, and more specifically, actually, with a camera and actually capture, the beauty and the majesty of flight.
Is this Tony Blackburn? It sounds like Tony Blackburn, doesn't it?
What?
Can you say Pop-a-doodle-doo, mate?
No, I can't. No, sorry.
Have a go.
No.
One go for me?
Pop-a-doodle-doo.
Mate?
Hello?
There we go. Let's.
right.
Yeah, thank you. Let's go. I'm confused by that. Let's go to everyone's least favourite idiot. She's a pain in the backside in many ways than one. She's breathing heavily down the line, probably knocking one out. It's Verinda.
What happened to the last call?
I came off.
Why?
I don't know, and I'm regretting it slightly. But I make these decisions sometimes. Could you stop breathing so heavily, please?
Okay. All right. What's the show been about tonight?
It's been about how much we all hate you and we think you're a massive idiot.
Yeah, okay. What else?
It's been about spotting planes, it's been about weddings, and it's been about voting for Looney John to stay or go.
So what's the score now?
I'm not telling you.
Why not?
Well, I don't think it's appropriate for me to tell you. We've got 2 calls left. One of them is Looney John. The other one is you. Do you want to vote for him to stay or to go?
I'll vote last, please.
Sorry?
I want to vote last.
Okay, well then we'll get Looney John on. Hang on a second. John, you're on the air.
Globule.
Globule to you, my friend. John, have you been listening to the show this evening?
Yes, can I vote for myself to stay?
You certainly can. Well done. Okay, excellent stuff. So, Vinny, you want to vote last, do you?
I don't really care.
You're such an idiot. Such an idiot.
Wait, hang on. Such an... What do you mean? Shut the hell up. Oh, can you not buy in, you arse?
jadi pandu ibuku. Indonesia ke bangsa.
Yeah, all right, yes. That's enough now. Cut him off.
Okay,
cut him off.
So
cut him off.
Don't tell me what to do. So, Vinny, would you like to cast a vote? It could be the deciding vote.
Globule.
Yeah, I think I should stay impartial.
Sorry? There were words there, but they didn't quite make... You don't want to vote?
Yeah.
Have you strangled your buffalo yet?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Have you strangled your buffalo
I think
yet?
it's a racial comment.
No.
Well, John, you'll be pleased to hear that we've had 2 votes saying you should go and 4 votes saying you can stay. You get to stay!
Those 2 mad people who thought that I should be banned, I will track them down to the ends of the earth and exterminate them because
Christ.
they are insane.
Well, let's not...
Is that your way of telling them that you're going to rape them or something?
No, steady on, Vinny, steady on, for God's sakes. Right. Why can't you 2 get on?
It's him. Look, shut up, you fool. Shut up. It's him. I never said anything against him, yeah. Right. I never particularly like his cause, but I never said anything against him. But listen. He's the one who's slagging me off. I've never slagged him off.
All right.
He slagged me off.
In all honesty...
only if I have slagged him off, it's only after he's done it.
All right, Vinny, okay.
Have you painted your daffodils
Oh,
yet?
shut up.
Vinny, calm down. I'm going to go over to John and speak to John for a second. Is that okay?
Okay.
John.
Yes.
Now, Vinny is very upset. Is there anything you think you could say to him that might help calm him down a bit?
Well, Vinny has to remember that his whole very existence in this world is annoying to everybody. It's not just annoying to me.
Good point, Vinny. Good point.
I mean, I'm always very...
why did we have this vote?
Sorry?
I'm very tolerant and understanding towards Vinny's derangement and his familiarity.
All right, okay, I don't care.
Okay.
Why did we have this vote for should he stay, should he go?
Democracy.
Have you been sniffing glue or something, Verinda?
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I'm doing.
Boing.
Right. John.
Democracy, that's why.
John.
Yes?
Would you consider apologising to Verinda for anything that you've said that might have offended him in the past?
If Vinny has erroneously taken offence at any of the very kind things that I've said about him, then I apologise for not taking into account his lack of understanding.
OK, that's an apology, Vinny. That's an apology.
Boing.
Do you...
Yeah, OK.
First of all, do you accept the apology?
No.
Perhaps I should accommodate more in the future and remember that he's a
listen, mate. You staying? You can call as much as you like. Just stick to it. All right.
Boing.
Yeah.
Vinny, would you consider apologising to John for some of the rude things that you've said about him and for breathing so heavily?
No.
Not at all?
Can I make an amendment to that?
Please do, John. Yes.
No, don't.
No,
don't.
It's my show.
Delete the words so heavily.
Yeah. Do you know what he just did there, Verinda?
What's that? Sorry, I wasn't listening.
It went way over his head.
Okay, well, listen, I guess we're not going to reach any kind of peace with you two. It's Palestine and Israel, but with you two idiots. Thank you very much for calling in, John.
Hippopotamus.
Vinny, good night. We had a go. Like, I've got you all week, haven't I?
Yeah.
Excellent stuff. That'll do for me. We'll carry on all this tomorrow. We've got Rhys Thomas in tomorrow as well. And Polly's on next. See you tomorrow at 11. Ta-ta.